Hello, my sisters and brothers out there in the world. Today I am going to narrate inspired talks by Swami Vivekananda. And I am confident that if you listen to inspired talks, it is not only going to help you immensely in your life, but also it is going to give you clarity and a peaceful mind, regardless of what is going on in the outside world. By narrating this life changing book to all of you, I too shall learn at the same time as you. So, without further ado, let me start with inspired talks. A curious round stone is the emblem of Vishnu, the omnipresent. Each morning, a priest comes in, offers sacrifice to the idol, waves incense before it, then puts it to bed, and apologizes to God for worshipping him in that way, because he can only conceive of him through an image or by means of some material object. He bathes the idol, clothes it, and puts his divine self into the idol to make it alive. There is a sect which says it is weakness to worship only the good and beautiful. We ought also to love and worship the hideous and the evil. This sect prevails all over Tibet, and they have no marriage. In India proper, they cannot exist openly, but organize secret societies. No decent men will belong to them except sub rosa. Thrice communism was tried in Tibet, and thrice it failed. They use tapas, and with immense success as far as power is concerned. Tapas means literally to burn. It is a kind of penance to heat the higher nature. It is sometimes in the form of a sunrise to sunset vow, such as repeating Om all day incessantly. These actions will produce a certain power that you can convert into any form you wish, spiritual or material. This idea of tapas penetrates the whole of Hindu religion. The Hindus even say that God made tapas to create the world. It is a mental instrument with which to do everything. Everything in the three worlds can be caught by tapas. People who report about sects with which they are not in sympathy are both conscious and unconscious liars. A believer in one sect can rarely see truth in others. A great bhakta, Hanuman, once said when asked what day of the month it was, "God is my eternal date, no other date I care for." Tuesday, July 2nd. The Divine Mother. Shaktas worship the universal energy as mother. The sweetest name they know for the mother is the highest ideal of womanhood in India. When God is worshipped as mother, as love, the Hindus call it the right-handed way, and it leads to spirituality but never to material prosperity. When God is worshipped on his terrible side, that is in the left-handed way, it leads usually to great material prosperity but rarely to spirituality, and eventually it leads to degeneration and the obliteration of the race that practices it. Mother is the first manifestation of power and is considered a higher idea than father. With the name of mother comes the idea of Shakti, divine energy and omnipotence. Just as the baby believes its mother to be all-powerful, able to do anything. The Divine Mother is the Kundalini sleeping in us. Without worshipping her, we can never know ourselves. All merciful, all-powerful, omnipresent are attributes of Divine Mother. She is the sum total of the energy in the universe. Every manifestation of power in the universe is Mother. She is life. She is intelligence. She is love. She is in the universe yet separate from it. She is a person and can be seen and known as Sri Ramakrishna saw and knew her. Established in the idea of mother, we can do anything. She quickly answers prayer. She can show herself to us in any form at any moment. Divine Mother can have form, Rupa, and name, Nam, or name without form. And as we worship her in these various aspects, we can rise to pure being, having neither form nor name. The sum total of all the cells in an organism is one person. So each soul is like one cell, and the sum total of them is God. And beyond that is the Absolute. The ocean calm is the Absolute. The same ocean in waves is Divine Mother. She is time, space, and causation. God is Mother and has two natures, the conditioned and the unconditioned. As the former, she is God, nature, and soul of a man. As the latter, she is unknown and unknowable. Out of the unconditioned came the Trinity, God, nature, and soul, the triangle of existence. This is the Vishishtadvaitist idea. A bit of mother, a drop, was Krishna, another was Buddha, another was Christ. The worship of even one spark of mother in our earthly mother leads to greatness. Worship her if you want love and wisdom. Wednesday, July 3rd. Generally speaking, human religion begins with fear. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. But later comes the higher idea. Perfect love casteth out fear. Traces of fear will remain with us until we get knowledge, know what God is. Christ, being man, had to see impurity and denounce it. But God, infinitely higher, does not see iniquity and cannot be angry. Denunciation is never the highest. David's hands were smeared with blood. He could not build the temple. Reference the Bible, Samuel chapter 17. The more we grow in love and virtue and holiness, the more we see love and virtue and holiness outside. All condemnation of others really condemns ourselves. Adjust the microcosm which is in your power to do, and the macrocosm will adjust itself for you. Now, isn't that the highest? It is like the hydrostatic paradox. One drop of water can balance the universe. We cannot see outside what we are not inside. The universe is to us what the huge engine is to the miniature engine. An indication of any error in the tiny engine leads us to imagine trouble in the huge one. Every step that has been really gained in the world has been gained by love. Criticizing can never do any good. It has been tried for thousands of years. Condemnation accomplishes nothing. A real Vedantist must sympathize with all. Monism or absolute oneness is the very soul of Vedanta. Dualists naturally tend to become intolerant, to think theirs as the only way. The Vaishnavas in India, who are dualists, are a most intolerant sect. Among the Shaivas, another dualist sect, the story is told of a devotee by the name of Ghantakarna, or the Bell-eared, who was so devout a worshipper of Shiva that he did not wish even to hear the name of any other deity. So he wore two bells tied to his ears in order to drown the sound of any voice uttering other divine names. On account of his intense devotion to Shiva, the latter wanted to teach him that there was no difference between Shiva and Vishnu. So he appeared before him as half Vishnu and half Shiva. At that moment, the devotee was waving incense before him. But so great was the bigotry of Ghantakarna that when he saw the fragrance of the incense entering the nostril of Vishnu, he thrust his finger into it to prevent the god from enjoying the sweet smell. The meat-eating animal, like the lion, gives one blow and subsides, but the patient bullock goes on all day, eating and sleeping as it walks. The live Yankee cannot compete with the rice-eating Chinese coolie. While military power dominates, meat eating will prevail. But with the advance of science, fighting will grow less, and then the vegetarians will come in. I end this episode here. In the next episode, I shall pick up where I left off, And hit the like button if you liked the video, and subscribe if you're new to the channel, and share this video with your friends and family if you think this video was helpful. And I'll see you guys in the next episode. Till then, take care everyone. I wish you all a very peaceful mind. Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti.